And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Today's Friday. Hope you all have had a wonderful week. I know that I've, given you all an extra stream earlier this week, but it's time for our regular scheduled stream. So today we're going to be playing some Battle Brothers. We're doing some Battle Brothers, yeah. So it has been 2 or 3 weeks since we have done Battle Brothers. Ooh. Oh my! Something's weird. My stream PC seems a little on the slow side, so we may be seeing some technical difficulties here, but we'll take a look see at that and see how it's going. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going too bad. It doesn't look let's see here. It does look a little on the blurry side. I'm gonna be honest. It kind of looks a little blurry. What do you guys think? We looking kind of blurry right now? We looking the little on the blue side. Maybe it'll clear up. We'll have to monitor that. But we will be playing some Battle Brothers today, and it has been a while since we played. So let's go ahead and take a look, see at what we're looking at. So, quick reminder: last time we played Battle Brothers, we had a wipe. We wiped. We lost. I did the best that I could, but we decided that we took too many hits, and you know what? It was just not meant to be, and we decided to retire. Right? We decided that we needed to retire and live out the rest of our days. And call it a day, essentially. That's basically what happened, right? Something like that, kind of. Because we did that, though, we did end up, for the first time in like channel history, we did keep Overlord alive. So I want that to be said. Like, I want that to be stated. Like, that is probably the first time, besides Mountain Blade, where I have managed to end a playthrough of anything with Overlord still alive. That is a very important detail. That's very important. I'm very proud of that I managed to die before Overlord died, because Overlord almost always dies. He's like the Kenny of our stream. Except it's not intentional. Anyway, so we lost our Oathbreaker playthrough and everything like that, right? Now, I don't remember what our background is. I'm 95% certain that our background is cultists. I am 100% certain that our background is cultists because of our little image here. We are only on day 9. Okay. So now that we are aware that we are a bunch of cultists that worship Davkol, okay, the great and powerful Davkol. We're not Satanists or anything. We're just, the Dark Brotherhood of cult. We probably should have named ourselves the Dark Brotherhood and not Forsaken. That was a missed opportunity. We'll have to do that later on. We're going to do something like that sometime. But anyway, we have Gerlach 2, which means we probably have a Gerlach 1 somewhere. Ulf the Zealot. Let's take a look at everyone's builds real quick. Gerlach 2, what are you? You have only student. Okay. Your stars and everything are pretty subpar, so got it. Yeah, probably just going to turn you into a standard frontline sword and board. Ulf the Zealot. Okay, your perks are Gifted, Colossus, and student. All right. You have some pretty decent defensive bonuses, not gonna lie. Overall, I wouldn't say you're great, but we'll figure it out from there. Jost has some really decent melee skill, is tiny, has iron lungs, has good fatigue recovery, has really good defensive stats. It has a lot of potential fatigue. What did we put you? Okay, basically the same thing, minus student, but gave you dodge. Okay, original Gerlach, so the OG, Colossus and Gifted, actually has some pretty decent defensive stats. Okay, Otto the Short, Also short, missing an eye. Has a good amount of melee skill. Looks like we're building him to be a bannerman with the fortified mind. And we have Ivar the Giant, who has terrible defensive stats. Oh, we're keeping him as a backliner. That is most likely what he is, but that's okay. All right, cool. We have kind of an idea of what everyone's looking like, right? I kind of am understanding what's going on here. Do we have any dogs? A lot of people have dogs right now, actually, from the looks of it, which is a good thing. So I'm not too worried about that. And we have some pikes. We have some good stuff. We have some good things, right? So we have a decent amount of supplies. We do have some webbed valuables here, which could be worth a little bit. Not a ton, but we did just take out a bunch of spiders, right? And we do have a couple of knives and various doodads that we should probably make sure people have equipped. Therefore, we are able to dagger down. Always remember to dagger down. For the love of God, dagger down. And whenever you are playing Battle Brothers, make sure you can and will dagger down. That's just when you surround people and you stab them repetitively. That is what you do. You use the puncture ability and you get yourself new gear. That is what happens. And by new gear, I mean new armor, and armor is very, very, very important. So by all means, please, guys, help your local battle bro out and dagger down. We did not have a good sell ratio here. We're only selling at 14. I should not have sold those web valuables, but you know what? You live and you learn. I wasn't paying attention, but that is a-okay. Anyone here for hire that we can look at? So we're currently sitting at about 6 people. Eberald is already a cultist, right? Which is cool. And yo, what's going on, Soro? He is first. Eberald, currently sitting. What's up, man? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? You doing good? You're for hire. For hire? That doesn't sound good. Okay, Eberald. Let's see here. We have a cultist. 44 for tryout, 7 a day. Markward the Tepid. 110 up front, 5 daily. You know what? I don't think I want a cultist or I want a rat catcher. Leaving the job now. So you're quitting the job or you're just leaving for the weekend? What are you doing now? Okay, we need to find a place to go. A place to go. We're gonna go this way. On a Friday, so I'm doing good. Oh, okay. So you're just done for the weekend then, right? Or am I not understanding this still? We don't have a contract right now. Just realized. God dang it. Ooh, abandoned fortress. What is this? Oh, there's nothing there. Damn. Okay. Go south. Find stuff. Ideally, nothing too spooky. Tents. Tents among the sands, please. Something. Anything. Greatly appreciated. Oh, job site, you guess you should say? Okay. So you're still employed then? Brother, there's gotta be something out and about in the sands out here. There's gotta be something out here in the sands. Get to the hills. Six nomads here. All right, well, we'll at least get some a nomad fight in. As long as it's before day 20, we should be okay. They do have a couple of slingers. I'm not sure. It looks like they may wait. I don't know if they're going to push us or not, but let's see. We're gonna move Gerlach up here and over here. We'll see what happens. Looks like the music's a little loud. Let me turn that down. Yep. Okay. We should be good now. Drop the dog. Ooh. Nice. Okay, we got a good hit there. Uh-oh. I don't want us to lose all of our dogs, but we may have a bit of a tough fight here. Ooh, that was a good hit. Okay, we're doing a pretty decent job here. I do want to see if we can get a hold and help some of these dogs out so they don't die. If at all possible, but we're about to find out. Like if I shove down here. Damn, I lost one dog. Okay, we only lost one so far. Yep. Looking good for only one though. That's the good news. Bad news is we still did lose a dog. I don't think any of these guys actually have good armor on them, so I'm going to hold off on doing anything too dumb for armor. And we're just going to kind of let this play out and get the kills. Alright. Nobody died. Spare one of our dogs. We did end up getting a robe with 50 armor, which isn't terrible. We got some money. We got a little bit of some things, but it's not really... I wouldn't... Yes, still employed. I couldn't survive without my job. That's... I was worried. I was worried, my guy. I'm worried for my homie. Alright, let's see here. The OG Gerlach. Man, you really did not roll well for melee defense, but I have to take it at this point. You have enough fatigue. Let's put some points into hit points, because that's max roll and hit points. I'm a-okay with that. You do have a missing finger, which does reduce your ooh, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? You know what, Gerlach, you are going to stay an OG. You're going to be a shield boy. Same thing with Gerlach too. You guys are going to be shield boys. We'll make it happen. Thank you for worrying. It's what I do. Ooh, can I go here? Nope. Damn. I sure would enjoy it if there was a thing around here that I could go and explore. Is there a tavern here? No, no tavern. Damn. You guys have any crowns? Okay. An escorted day, a caravan a day to the east. Okay. And then there is deliver a parcel, a day to the northeast. Okay. Well, is it Shatterberg that I have to go to? Where's this one? Oh yeah. We'll just accept this contract and leave right now. There's no reason not to. We're getting the provisions essentially covered, and it just moves us over here, and where it's fine. Oh no, do we want to get rid of Otto the Short or the OG? I think we get rid of Otto the Short, but Otto the Short's going to be we were planning on building him to be a bannerman. Bannermen are honestly going to be pretty easy for us to come by, right? Getting someone that's serviceable. Well, the OG Gerlach, honestly, well, he's the better frontliner that we have that's a shield bro. Let's do Otto the Short. Otto the Short has been sacrificed. Otto the Short is chopped to pieces until he is but a torso and head. The blood has emptied across the ground, and yet there's still light in his eyes and a perverse smile upon his face. You take an axe head and ruin it. Oh, sorry. And run it into his throat until he is no more. Every body part is separated and put upon a pole, caked in grease and lit aflame. You and the men dance beneath the pyres as the night comes and the night goes. Otto the Short has died, and Ivar the Giant is now a zealot of Davkor. A reminder to us all. So that is also one of the things, though. If you have people who are not cultists, and they aren't converted quickly, they would get angry at the cultist shenanigans. I will say that. All right, we have a zealot of Davkor. We have a couple of fanatics of Davkols, right? But we don't have, and you know, we got Gerlach too. But the zealot of Davkol has +10 resolve with no morale check triggered upon allies dying and no morale check triggered upon losing hit points. Whereas, you know, a regular fanatic has +5 resolve with no morale check upon allies dying. So you naturally get higher resolve by being a Davkol, a fanatic, or enthusiast. There's multiple levels to the devotion you have to Davkol. That is exactly what this background is about. All about your devotion to the Lord and Savior Davkor. Bertwin, Edmund, and Marquard, you are all cheap. But I shall not purchase you. Ooh. Basic mail shirt, I have to buy this. It is so freaking cheap for us right now. We have to get that. Absolutely have to get that. I am grabbing the War Dog as well. It is too cheap for me to not buy. Let me put it that way. Now, everything else, it's not good for me to sell here. I will say that. It's not a good place for me to sell right now. And there's probably a legendary weapon somewhere, or armor. Yep, legendary monumental gold skin, which is kind of cool. 295 armor minus 22 max fatigue for 20,220 crowns. That is a lot of dosh, and that is something that I cannot afford. Even if I wanted to, we cannot afford that. We're gonna go over to Kabira. Second, hey, what's going on, Sean? How you doing, my man? Are you excited for your weekend? We have just sacrificed one of our men, just so you are aware. We have already begun the great Davkol sacrifices. Gerlach, you are now getting a war dog. Did we even get his shit back? Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. I was about to be kind of upset. I would have been like, bro, did we not even get to keep his shit? That's kind of dumb. Okay. Jost. Congratulations. I'm giving you some new gear. Yeah, some new gear. I would like to give you better gear, but I think I'm okay with the current gear. Ulf, I'm debating on giving you Woodcutter's Axe or keeping you with Golden Dog. 45 to 75 versus 35 to 70. We're going to go 45, 75, and you got a little bit of a twofer. Metal Pauldrons would be fun. They would honestly give us a lot more armor because it's plus 40 durability for only 4 fatigue. And that's a shit ton of durability at this point. That's like a 40% increase to durability, right? I understand that it's kind of dumb to use early on, but why not? Why not give us that extra boost right now while we need it? Like, this is the time that we need it the most. I'm doing good, my man. Thanks for asking. Okay. Ulf the Zealot. I'm going to give you some slightly better armor as well. I'm going to give you... that's a 60. I think this is only like, what, a 30? Yeah, cool. Ulf got an upgrade. All right. And then we got a 70 versus... Yep. Okay. Gerlach. There we go. That's a 65. Do I have any decent helmets here? No, I do not have a better helmet for you. Everyone else seems to be in some pretty decent stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the leather Nomad. There we go. We're cooking with gasoline. Sorry about that. Had a weird sound that just happened. I'm not sure where that was. I'm gonna wait and see if I hear something else similar, and then may have to go investigate. I'm home alone, and I'm very spooked by sounds. Not really. If there's anything that I ever learned is that unless the dogs are barking a lot, I don't really need to worry. You gotta wait for the dogs like stranger danger or paranormal activity senses to kick in, and unless the dogs care, you're probably okay, right? Probably okay. It's the way I look at it. I'm like, if you hear something spooky, you gotta wait, you gotta turn and look and see if the dogs are reacting. If dogs aren't reacting, you should be fine. You know, I would like to say that, but I've also definitely had someone drop off pizza at my front door and the dogs not even realize it until after they had already left. So boo. Had a great day with the kids after school, and then bro wanted me to go to the gym, so yeah, I joined him after saying no the first time at a gym, and I'm sore. Hey man, I have actually been recently, I recently started working out, right? And I'm not gonna, you know, really say that I've been lifting heavy or anything like that. I've been working out at home, and I've got a little bit of stuff, but it's nothing major, just like some really light dumbbells and whatnot. But I will say that if you make a habit out of it and you do at least 5 weeks of it, it will form to be a habit. And I will also tell you, the hardest week is going to be between weeks 3 and 5. First couple of weeks won't be that bad. It's kind of, you know, just getting yourself there. And then the soreness will start really hitting around weeks 3 to 5. But then once you get past that hump, it gets a lot easier. I will say that. But yeah, good for you for going and working out. Proud of you. Stay healthy. Be responsible with it. Okay, let's see here. We got a bunch of cutthroats here. I want their gear. They want my life. Well, it seems like a fair trade here. They only have 1 ranged unit. That is something we do need. We do need ranged units. We're actually going to go ahead and start slow moving forward. I want to see how this goes. I want to see how this plays out a little bit. We do have dogs. Dogs will be very useful for us. Moving up to here. Moving up. Jost did get hit in the head, so he is dazed, which is kind of unfortunate. But we have a plan. And that plan is to go in and do damage. Oh shit, they get to move before us? Fuck. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Okay, 63 versus 83. This guy's already gone. Let's just go for the damage, right? Boom. Drop a dog. Yeah, you guys have pocket sand move, but I have pocket dog. Release the hounds. And this guy's got pocket rocks. And I will say, the rocks are spooky. I'm not a huge fan of the rocks. 72 versus 62 versus 52. We're gonna go for the 72. I really wish we could do a lot of damage towards their heads, just so we can get some decapitations going. But it's not looking like that's gonna be a thing. So we're gonna have to do with what we can. Pocket dog. It's always about the pocket dogs, guys. Don't forget, pocket dogs do amazing things. Now, you may lose a pocket dog. Pocket dogs can and will die. But pocket dogs are a lot cheaper than people, sometimes. Sometimes pocket dogs are more expensive than people. Or, yeah, I mean, sometimes people are more expensive than the pocket dogs. And sometimes pocket dogs are more expensive. I mean, yeah, kind of goes both ways, right? We are definitely taking a bit of a beating here. I will say that. Definitely taking a bit of a beating here. Go for that. Cool. God, I don't like this at all, but we're doing it. That did not work. Really hoping to trigger a morale check. Was hoping for it. No dice. Okay, we got an excellent hit on that guy. So far, so good. Let's go for a hit on this guy. Oh, we missed. That's unfortunate. Okay, this guy's now fleeing, which is good. We're gonna go for this guy since he's coming up next. He hasn't moved yet. We did get the kill on him. This guy's probably gonna die. Nope, he did not die. All right, now we just need to run these guys down. We're going to shove on him with somebody who has full HP, or essentially full HP, right? Shove down here. Shove up here. That guy should be dead. Cool. And now he's going to be fleeing, which is good for us. And basically we just, you know, hit until he dies. Cool. Gerlach 2 did get a level. We got ourselves some dried lamb. We got some things, not a ton of things, but we did get some goodies that we needed. And let's go ahead and sort through all this crap real quick. We're going to go ahead and mark some items to be repaired so we can sell them for more money. Militia spears are kind of on the fence on whether or not they're actually worth repairing. Nomad maces really aren't worth repairing. The reinforced wooden flails are okay. But I will repair the hatchets and we should be good from there. We're gonna have a lot of random bullshit we need to sell though. I will say that. Oh my god, I keep getting these reminders that I need to upgrade to Windows 11. But my PCs have old things in them, and they require me to get new hardware that will support Windows 11. And to that I say, nay. Nay. I accept your offer. 2 days to the northwest to Thurn. Okay, which one's this? Deliver cargo to Rabe, the steward in Krokdorf. About 2 days to the northeast by road. Okay, well, Where the fuck's Krokdorf? Krokdorf is over there, and then Thurn or wherever the Thurn, it's up there. That's not terrible. Both of those aren't really that bad, but we're not going to do either of those. I don't want to. That is a big city. Hell yeah, brother. This one's got an alchemist, a taxidermist, armor, and a temple. That's pretty good. All right, do we have anything here that we can hire? Anybody that I think we should hire? Now, I wouldn't mind hiring some of these indebted. That seems, you know, pretty useful to have some indebted with you, right? They're not gonna run from a little bit of Davcool experiences or anything like that, right? You know, I should probably check. You know what? 18 is pretty freaking decent. Not gonna lie, we're gonna sell a bunch of this stuff real quick. 18's not the best we can get for our goods and whatnot, but you know what? I'm running out of inventory space, and I need to get rid of some of this trash. That is the real that is the main reason we're doing this. We have trash we need to get rid of, so we're just taking out the trash right now. Taking out the trash. Do we have any things here that we can purchase that we need? I mean, there's definitely things here that we can purchase. There's things here that we cannot purchase. I would like to be able to purchase more things, but it's not going to happen. Let's go take a look at the taxidermist. We have war dog armor, white and green paint, poisoned oil, and paint remover. We're not doing any of those things. Cannot afford it. Gerlach 2 has exposed ribs. We could patch him up, but honestly, it's pretty expensive. May just tell him to rub some dirt in it. We got 19 medical supplies. He should be fine. Food. 88 for rice. Wow, that's expensive. We are not doing the best on food. We do need to hire somebody as well. We have 3 days worth of food. 3 days worth of food, and we could definitely hire somebody. And then pick up the caravan mission to Thurn as well. That's something we could do. Right. So we have Ike for 250, and we have Malik for 220. I'm still up for hire, but I'd probably be cannon fodder. You know what, Soro? Congratulations. I'm hiring you. But you are an indebted. I'm proud of you, though. Oh? Oh? Bro, that's fucking awesome. 3-star? I mean, I'm not mad. I am not mad about that. That is honestly pretty good. Here you go. Soro the Scared. Congratulations, Soro. Soro the Scared. I will give you a helmet, and because you are a craven. And yeah, I mean, you're gonna be an archer, so that's good news. I mean, you got terrible resolve, and you have, you know, terrible. You got good range skill, but you terrible resolve. But we can make do. We can do with that. Gerlach 2. Brother, I need you to roll better on defenses, please. Please roll better on defenses. We'll give you gifted because you need all the help you can freaking get. And we are, you know what? We'll put another 4 points into that. Okay, and we're gonna go to Thurn. Oh. There we go. Caravan to Thurn. Yes. Get 8 crowns per head. You arrive with up to 15 in total. Very important. Very, very important. You never know when you might run into 15 people. Or just 15 things in general. They don't have to be people. They could be monsters or anything like that, right? And we're being attacked. Please don't be goblins. Oh, okay. This isn't bad at all. This is actually going to be a really easy fight. Easy. They have no ranged units either. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I love this. We're sending it. This is gonna be just a straight up slugfest. This is gonna be such an easy fucking fight. I love this. Yes. You know, I really wish we had more camps that we could bust right now. So as soon as we get to Thurn, we really need to take a look at getting some new camp, finding another camp before day 20, especially down here in the southern area, right? Because if we don't, then we run into the issue of these guys getting dodged. And I don't know if you remember, but these guys are incredibly difficult to kill when they fucking dodge everything. Like, really don't know if y'all remember that just awfulness, but that is definitely a thing. We're just sending all the dogs out, having the dogs do some bite attacks, apply some flanks, give us the bonuses to hit, all the fun things. Oh shit, Gerlach. Oh no, dog. Gerlach, no. Okay, well that's one down. Nice. Nice. Bet. There we go. Cool. We got kills. We got bread. We got money. Get a new camp. Okay, so when I say get a new camp, there are enemy points of interest. Oh, here's one right here. You see this right here, the Dark Charmer's Retreat. This is a point of interest on the map, and that is, once again, not a city or anything like that, right? This is essentially an enemy camp or a base or something of the sorts. It's kind of like a dungeon. You go in there. It is a static fight that appears on the map, instead of you finding a roaming band of enemies. Okay, I'll come back to this for a second. But basically, when you see these static points of interest on the map, it is a guaranteed fight against a faction of some kind. Generally, you'll be able to tell what the faction is by looking at the camp. That camp that I just showed you is going to be an undead faction, most likely either zombies, ghasts. No, it's almost, I almost guarantee that it's a zombie ghast necromancer type of faction, right? Maybe some undead, like hedge knight kind of things. I can't remember what they're called. But basically, those points of interest can also drop famed items, right? So that's where you get the glowing weapons or the glowing armor that has that they're essentially famed items, right? They have unique names and they have roles, okay? And famed items have a particular feature where it is essentially a famed version or a unique version of a standard piece of gear. So you can get a famed version of a heavy piece of armor, and it will either roll, and it has a range of being able to roll higher on the overall amount of durability it has, roll to where it actually weighs less, so it requires less fatigue, that kind of thing. Same thing with weapons. Some weapons will actually generate less fatigue because they're lighter and whatnot, right? So a dagger, for example, that builds up less fatigue when you use it is actually really, really good. Whereas, you know, most weapons, building up less fatigue is good, unless it's a two-hander. And if it is a two-hander, it's typically not the end of the world if it has less fatigue, but that really depends on what the kind of person is that you're putting it on. Less fatigue on a man-splitter, which is like an orc weapon, right? That's a two-handed axe. That's really good because those weapons require a lot of fatigue to use consistently. Whereas, you know, on a regular axe, it's kind of debatable. If you're building a fatigue neutral type of build, it's not going to be necessarily the best thing, but yeah. Okay. We don't have anyone that can dig, but I do have some small people that can fit in the hole. The ever tiny Jost walks up to the crack in the berm and stares into it. He turns around like a top. Now, I ain't one to assume, but I have the sense of being slighted here. You assure him that you mean nothing at all by asking to make use of his comical size. He nods and gets to the task as though he were born for it. easily wiggling his way into the crack until it's just a pair of boots sticking out of the earth. One of the sellswords glances over and quietly asks if it's weird that he feels the urge to tickle the feet. You ask what in the fark does that mean, with no intention of attaining an answer. Thankfully, Jost yells out that he's got the item and the men help yank him out. Jost flips over with the treasure aloft in his tiny hands. You get an ancient breastplate, an ancient sword, and Jost is now euphoric. That is awesome. Let's take a look at this armor. Let's see what we got for spoils. Ancient sword, 42 durability. Okay, well, let's do a little comparison here. Okay, short sword, 48 durability, damage of 30 to 40, 20% ignore, 75% effective, minus max 4 max fatigue. Okay, ancient sword, 42 durability, a little bit less, damage of 38 to 43, a lot higher on the minimum, not very high on the maximum. But this is a very consistent sword that only has a 5 damage spread. This one has a 10 damage spread, excuse me. 20% damage against armor, which is the same. 80% effective against armor, which is better. 2 more fatigue. Honestly, it's really good. I like it. Picasso. All right, let's look at that breastplate. 135 armor for negative 22 fatigue. That is a lot of negative fatigue, but you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm A-okay with it. Let's do this. Show us the muscles. Oh, yeah. The muscles. Falchion, 35 to 45. With 48, congratulations. You're now using an ancient sword because it's just better. It is just better. I'm going to give you slightly better armor here. And you, congratulations, Soro. It's time for you to get an upgrade. And you know what? Let's give Soro an actual pike for the time being, right? Let's do that. Experience. Ivar the Giant has leveled up yet again, which is awesome. We are going to continue to try to improve his defensive stats because they are once again garbage. He is a backliner, and we are going to keep him that way. But you know what? We do need to patch those up. He does have Backstabber, which is beneficial. I'm not entirely certain what else we want to give him. We could definitely give him a polearm mastery, right? I don't believe the pole hammer counts as a polearm, though. I believe that counts as an actual hammer. The pole hammer no longer has a penalty for attacking targets directly adjacent. So yes, this is a hammer. Makes sense. We could give him, 9 lives. We could give him like a few different things here, right? Honestly, I think rotation's probably a good pick. He doesn't have the best defenses, but an extra HP pool is always worth. Oh, right. We're still in this caravan thing. We have 6 out of 15 heads. So we have acquired some more heads, right? And we are doing fairly okay. Ulf did get a level up. He rolled like shit, though. That is not good. We will take the max roll and hit points. Oh god, this is annoying. We will take the +3 to fatigue. We are going to take the +1 to melee. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna give him Pathfinder. Pathfinder is something that's pretty safe to use on most units. We should be all right. Oh, we have more nomads. Oh. We had more nomads. They decided they didn't want the smoke. They did not want any of the smoke. Unfortunate. Okay, we have provisions that will last us 4 days, and it is day 16. It is going to be close to the evening on day 16 when we actually turn all of this in. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to be very, very swift if we want to camp bust at this point. We do not want to wait and shop around. We must away. We must away and find us some camps to take care of. At first, we are going to venture into the mountains. But by the time we are in the mountains, it should be close to day. And we should be able to see things from afar. We can see afar, and there is absolutely nothing afar. Ooh, crumbled fortifications. Boom. That's what we need. That right there is what we need. Let's get there. We are day 17. We have an opportunity. We don't know what we're fighting, but you know what? We ball. Ancient undead. Oh shit. Okay. And these guys are legionaries. Oh no. There's 10 of them. I wish they were auxiliaries and not legionaries, but that is not the case. We're actually going to retreat from combat. We're not fighting this. This is not a good thing. We will not win that fight. We are not going to win that fight at all. Yeah, Sorrow, you did get an upgrade. I mean, I can't remember what game. Were we playing? What was it? Bannerlord, like our Chatterlord series, and I just kept forgetting to give you upgrades, and you were just stuck with like the standard gear for the longest time. Okay, so we found a camp, but we cannot bust this camp. This camp is too strong for us. Oh, wow. All of those backliners. There's no way we could have actually handled that camp. But that's okay. And that's A-okay. We are on day 17. We're still out and about. Any chance I get, I have time, right? We're going this way. I'm going to go explore right through here. And I want to get a fight in against nomads before day 20. That it really is like the big thing. Day 20. This spoils in one day. This spoils in one. Are we out of food? Oh, fuck. Boom. Tents. The Wandering Kingdom. A nomad leader, some archers, and many outlaws. The Wandering Kingdom, bro, that's actually like a really bad spot. Like, we cannot afford that. We will die. The Sunken Library. You know what? This is a terrible idea. The shine and shimmer is so bright you almost think the Gilder himself has ordained you a proper visit. Unfortunately, or fortunately, what you've stumbled across is actually a great gilded dome protruding ever so slightly from the sands. Immediately you test if you can pull some of the gold away, but it has no give. Ivar the giant calls you over to a slab of stone which is gapped. Perhaps a bell tower at one point? Light fades quick and you can see very little inside. Above the entryway, a relief depicts men holding carts of scrolls. There's a set of words repeatedly scrawled across the relief. None of the languages look remotely familiar to anything you've ever heard or seen. Takes a bit of time until you find a hurriedly etched translation left by someone proximal to your era. The library, the labyrinth of the night, the labyrinth of the mind. Leave here as you would leave a dream. Tread here as you would tread a dream. Leave to dwell upon the horror of not knowing. Enter to be one with knowing, and knowing the dream. Know the nightmare. Fair bit ominous, Captain. But if you want to go down in there, we got the rope and torches to see to it. However, the giant tells you this, and the look on his face suggests he's hoping you decline the proposition. Okay, this is most likely. Why do I need to do it by day 20? Because the outlaws here get upgrades at day 20. Rappel down into the dark, or let's not disturb what rests here. I know what happens if I touch this button. If I hit this button, we will die. This is the Sunken Library. I'm pretty sure this is a legendary location. I'm almost positive this is a legendary location. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not doing this. We're not doing that. So that's a boss. That is a boss, and we will die. 100%. Okay, we are about to have a really rough time if we do not get up to a town quickly at this point. So we're heading back to Schattenberg. Hopefully we run into a small fight, but we may not. Along the way, Sorrow the Scared, always the sort to take one for the company, seems to have single-handedly helped the resolve of the men. As one sellsword explains it, I don't know how to explain it. As another more articulate mercenary says, it's like he's more than just a sword for hire, you know? He's someone we can depend on like a brother, but not a whole brother, obviously. More like a half brother, a bro, if you will. Soro the Scared is the best. See, look at that, Soro. You're raising the morale of everybody. But everyone's mad because we have no provisions. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to get there. We need to get here fast. We got a couple of cutthroats. We're going to go ahead and take these guys out because they may have food, right? They should have a little bit of food. It won't be a lot of bit of food, but, you know, every bit is going to help right now because we have none. We have zero food. These guys are trying to steal from us, but guess what? We have nothing for them to steal, especially not food. No food for them. All right, Soro, let's see how good you are. Damn. Damn, Soro. Trash. 70% chance to hit, and you missed. He was right there. Right there. Okay, Gerlach, I need you to be able to dodge some attacks, homie. You are not being very cash money right now. I will say that. Not very cash money of you. $63 versus 61. This guy has not gone yet. We're just gonna go for kill. Boom. Drop a dog. Pocket dog. Best kind of dog. All right, Soro. Oh, this guy's got 36. Let's move one step up and go for a stat. There you go. Don't worry, Soro. I still love you. Glad somebody does. I need results, damn it. I paid for you with my own money. You're owned by me, Soro. You're indebted. You don't even earn a wage. You were purchased. Okay? I need you to understand this. And you are currently... I would like to have a gift receipt. Let's put it that way. That is how good your purchase has done me. Is you needed to have a gift receipt. It's awful. Oh my. Just be like, yeah, homie, you were a purchase and I wish I had a gift receipt. You bought me. Oh man. All right, Soro, if you don't get at least did you get a kill in this battle? I don't know. We're about to find out. But if you don't get at least one kill in this battle, I'm just very disappointed in you. Here it is, the moment of truth. Damn, Soro, you're garbage. Garbage. Absolutely garbage. No kills. You did 69 damage and you leveled up. Nice. Oh, hey, we got food. We needed that. We really needed the food. That food was very important for us. We do have some food now. These guys are really not selling very much food for us, are they? We will grab a little bit of stuff, but not a ton. Is there anyone here that I can hire that'll help us out? No, not really. Not really. Terms and conditions, all purchases are final, no takebacks. That's how it feels, man. That's I will tell you that. That is how it feels. It just feels like I just got, you know, I got swindled. Got taken advantage of. I'm over here thinking I'm getting, you know, some top quality specimens. But no, I did not. You got a man who can't touch things with a 10-foot pole. Give him a pike and he doesn't even know how to use it. It's gonna be a roast Soro stream. I can just I mean, it already is a roast Soro stream. It's just gonna get worse from here. Ooh, a day tailor. Sour. Hired. Cool. Marketplace. What we got here? We got a lot of spices. Got a lot of incense. All this shit is lovely, but it's super expensive. I can't afford that. We are going to buy the rice. Dude, there's so much food here. This is amazing. Look at all the food. More importantly, you guys got any work? Drive off the Nomad's Sandwash Ruins. Yo, hell yeah. Oh god, I don't know if we're gonna get there in time, but we're gonna try. We are going to fucking try. Sour. Survivor and loyal, and you actually have decent stats. We're sending it, and we're giving you something. We're giving you a little something here, right? We're gonna yep. We're gonna put you over here on the left flank to help out Gerlach. Soro the Scared. Oh, you got a +3. Oh, and you got a +5. Bro, we need to patch up your resolve. Your resolve is so bad. Your resolve is so bad. Oh my god. Oh my lord. That is funny. That's not a good thing by any means. He's gonna run away as soon as someone dies until he gets converted to being a fanatic. But we're at day 20 at midday. Okay. I don't. Okay, cool. These guys don't have dodge yet, do they? Do they have dodge? They do not have dodge yet. I do not believe. Cool. So we made it just in time. Barely in time. And there's 6 of them. So this is about the perfect situation that we could have asked for, is to fight these guys without dodge, right? Ouch. Oh. Oh no, that's not good. The one thing I did not want to have happen. Wonder if we can get this. Give me a stun. This would be great. Nope. Tragic. Oh, baby. There you go, Soro. You actually got a good hit in. I'm proud of you. 52, 47. Go for 52. We missed on the 52. Drop a dog. Okay, we need to get Jost out of there. Jost is having a really rough time right now. And we are not doing the best at actually hitting anybody. Really bad for us, actually. Terribly bad. Okay, we got one of the scary boys down. Cool. Good news for us. Okay. Soro actually got a kill. Even better. Jost did not get stunned, which is also absolutely great. Starting to press the advantage a little bit here. Jost is definitely getting beat up, though. There we go. That was a hit that we really needed. One dog down. That's okay. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh, Soro with 2 kills. Holy shit. Holy shit balls. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. I want this guy's armor if I can get a hold of it. want his helmet, ideally. Right. That was probably a bit aggressive on my end. We may lose Jost because of this. Oh, fuck yeah. Don't kill Jost. Oh, he's not even going for Jost. Oh, that was beautiful. Boom, got it. Okay, we ended up getting some incense. We got one of the helmets. We got the boar spear. I mean, all in all, I'm happy with that. That went pretty well for us. I heard you mocking me last fight. I was like, watch this. I'm leveling up, guys. All right, Gerlach. You know what? This is why you are getting hit by everything, Gerlach. You have trash defense stats. You have trash offensive stats, too. Like, I'm over here bitching and moaning because you suck. And, I mean, honestly, you do suck. I mean, yeah, but it makes sense why you suck, at least. But, God. Ugh. Brother, ugh. Take shield expert. Hopefully that'll keep you alive. Jost. Jost actually has some pretty decent defensive stats currently. Did not roll the best. We're gonna go ahead and pump up some resolve, though. I will say that. Is that ideal for him? No, not really. But you know what? I need to start increasing his whatchamacallits too. I will say that. He does have a perk. What perk do we give him? We're gonna give him Pathfinder. That's a good one. All right, we're gonna head back up here. We're gonna get paid 820 crowns upon completion. And now we are getting out of the fucking desert. We have to get out of the desert. The desert is spooky now. We are at day 20. I do not want to be in the desert past day 20. We are now going to the north, where we fight barbarians instead. All right, we got paid 820 crowns, which is pretty decent, actually. So incense and everything like that, base value is worth 380, so this will be worth something once we actually go uptown, right? We go up to the north and sell it for stuff. 17 on sell price here is okay. 15's about where average is, but okay. Town's Merchant Square. How many crowns are we talking about? And we need to go to Cutthroat, 2 days to the east. Cutthroat's way over here. That is so far away. And we're only getting paid 800 crowns for that. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't like that. We're going to head up to Stepwall, which is straight north of here. We have the food. We don't need to rest or anything like that. We do have some, injuries and whatnot, but we should be fine. Plenty of food. We have enough tools and supplies to repair everything. We have the meds. We'll be okay. We just need to get out of the south. We need to get out of the desert, specifically. We can be in the steppe. We do not want to be in the desert. Desert is now spooky. Spooky time is hit. Many raiders and a few marksmen. This would also be fun to take out, but I will tell you right now, I am not feeling taking on a bunch of raiders and some marksmen. Especially the marksmen. That sounds like a good way for me to die. All right, what do we got here? Nothing that I want. What do we have higher? Ooh, Hartwig. Ulfert the veteran would actually be really cool too. I really want to hire some veterans. We could get ourselves some kennel masters, right? We can get ourselves some hound masters. And we do need us another cultist. So let's go ahead and hire us another cultist. Maybe he'll be a good bannerman. He is not a good bannerman. He is very mid. Very, very mid. And by mid, I mean not good. Okay, 61. Who has our highest melee stat? Our highest melee stat is a 62. Oh boy. Sawar, you actually may end up becoming our best. No, you can't. I doubt it. 78 max for melee skill. There's no way you're gonna be my best melee skill guy. I mean, out of everyone here potentially, but damn. God, that's so sad. That is really really sad thing. We'll give you that. We'll give you this. Ulf, you look so dumb with a sleeveless breastplate and a nasal helmet. But okay. Hartwig, we're going to keep you over here. And honestly, with 53, I could build you to be a... You know what? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at your 102 initiative. You're really not that good, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. 50 armor. No, we'll do the 55 armor. Give you that. And give you... Yep, we'll give you your gear back. Cool. We're going to head up to Salzburg. Yeah, Salzburg. It was more like a hold my beer moment. Okay, we have a place that we need to go find not too far to the southwest. And then we also have a caravan out to Himmelstadt. So first things first, we're going to go do the southwest excursion, right? Just going to take a quick gander here. So we have a butcher, we have a farmer. We have 2 farmers. Oh, we have 3 farmers. Oh my God. Okay, so we're going to try and purchase or hire as many of these farmers as we can because farmers are amazing. Okay. They're like one of my favorite unit types. But first and foremost, we're going to go and take a gander and just see if we can find any of this stuff. We need to go to the mountains. Found it. Cool. Heading back. It's just an abandoned fortress, worn down fortress. We don't have a ton of armor and weapons, right? So we need to be kind of mindful of that when we try to hire. This guy's 120, but he has no gear. This guy's 160, has a pocket knife. This guy's 190, has a farmer hat. We're gonna hire the 120, and we're gonna hire the 160. Puts us at 10. See what we got. Boom. Beautiful. Perfect. This is why you get farmers, guys. 51 melee skill with 3 stars. He is now, Arnulf is now our best melee guy. 100% best melee guy. We're immediately... Sorrow, you're losing your pike. Arnulf, congratulations, homie. You are now in the back line. I will protect you as much as I can. Hilmar, not bad. Also not bad. Actually pretty good with that. Sorrow, I think it might be time. You know what? 47 range skill. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you one of the slings. Did I sell the slings? I sold the slings, didn't I? Yeah, I sold the slings. Okay. Give you a pole mace. 51 for Hilmar. We're gonna go ahead and give you we'll give you the pitchfork and move you into the back as well, and give you a little hatty hat. There we go. Cool. We have 4 guys that have a ranged, well, 2 tile weapons at least, not necessarily ranged. And Hartwig, we're going to go ahead and give you a standard militia spear, and our frontliner, Jost, you are getting the upgraded dagger. You are our best 2-handed weapon guy for the time being, and we are good to go. We're going to go ahead and grab the caravan mission, and we are going to leave and take this where it needs to go, which is just right over here. We lost a rice. Oh no. That's okay. We're getting fed right now. We'll be all right. We have 87 food, and we're getting actively fed. I am very happy with the Arnulf hire though. That 51 with a 3-star with melee, like that is an average of 35 bonus. So you're looking at 86 without gifted, 89 with gifted. That is really good. Really good. That is incredibly good. And combine that with, you know, being able to get serviceable defensive stats. We don't need to put anything into his fatigue. We should be able to turn him into a nice frontliner or for a 2-handed weapon. Like pretty decent. Okay. We have a delivery mission, which is only like 90 crowns, and we have 300 crowns to find a crumbled homestead to the north. So we're going to go to the north and find the crumbled homestead because it pays 300 crowns. We are not going to do the delivery mission for 90 crowns. 90 crowns is a waste of time for us unless we were planning on heading that way. 300 crowns for, you know, not even a full day. You know what? We found it. Let's go ahead and capture it. It's day 23. We have the people. We're gonna go ahead and just seize it. There's 11 of them. They're all wider gangers. We should be okay. There's a few, well, a few of them are armed, right? But we should be fine. If we just wait it out, we have only 2 people that are using spears, but we should be okay. We just have to kill them twice, right? I'm not too terribly worried. And if we get any of their armor, better off, even better, right? Cool. I don't believe they can reach us this round, but we can definitely be able to reach them this round, for sure. We can definitely take one step up and meet them. Yes, we can. We can definitely take one step up and meet them. We need to get more people over here. Now I'm looking at it. We definitely don't have a good mix of where everybody's at right now. All right, Arnulf, go for that. We missed. That's okay. Get a good crush here. Cool. We do need to be careful as these guys come back to life, but we only need to kill them twice. That's the good news. Bad news is, as well, sometimes you have to kill them twice. One down, twice. This guy is still okay. That one was a miss. We'll kill this one, move up, give some sort of support. Go for the kill on him so we don't have to worry about one in armor. This guy has a knife. He's down, right? I should not have killed him. We've now got a hand axe guy that's going to be able to come up and do some damage to us, and that's not a good thing. Oh, he's going the long way. That's actually really good for us. That guy got executed, and no longer have to worry about him. The original Gerlach needs to go forward. Arnulf will take a step forward. We are going to take a step forward here. Try to help out as best as we can. Soro moving up. Jost going forward as well. Nope. Okay, well, we lost one of our guys. We may lose Gerlach 2 as well. It's not looking too good for us. The OG Gerlach should be fine, but not looking too good for Gerlach 2. Arnulf, go for the impale. Missed it. That's unfortunate. That's okay. That guy is taken out. We're going to get Jost up here. Try to get a little bit more coverage as we can. Take 2 steps up with Ulf. Oh, Gerlach died. That's unfortunate. Is he dead or is he just knocked down? Oh, no, he's dead. Okay, cool. At least now we know. And this is why we hired a bunch of new people. So we can afford to take losses. All right, OG Gerlach, time for you to get a kill, homie. End it. Uh-oh. 2 came up. Oh no, not Gerlach 2. God damn it. Now we have to fight the Gerlach number 2 as well. That's unfortunate. And he's got, you know, full armor and shit. Now, why is it that whenever he comes up and he's completely surrounded, we can't hit him, but he was getting hit every freaking time? This seems kind of bullshit to me. This seems kind of bullshit to me. $76 versus this guy, 81. Oh, he's Battleforged now. Well, that's scary. We'll go for Gerlach 2. 83. Okay, he's almost done. Oh, that's not good. That guy's up a second time. Okay, cool. That one's down. That guy's still working on it. Okay, Gerlach 2's down finally. And we take 2 steps up and we go for slash. Oh my god. We got it. Hartwig only has a maimed foot, so Hartwig's not dead. Gerlach 2 definitely died. We kept Gerlach 2's sword as well as the shield, and we got a better helmet. We did get some food and whatnot. Not sure why Undead had food, but that's okay. Wouldn't it be interesting if you could recruit a Hex? That would be incredible. Yo, what's going on, Guillermo? I am bad at this game. Let's go. I am also bad at this game, my guy. Hopefully you're doing well, Guillermo. I love this game, though. This game is definitely has a little bit of a love-hate relationship. Okay, we're putting Hartwig in our back line. Sawar. I don't know how to pronounce this, but we're gonna upgrade you. We're gonna upgrade you a little bit. We're gonna basically make you into our new Gerlach 2. He's just gonna be our left flank frontliner, right? Soro has leveled up a second time. Let's give him a +4 to range, and we are going to give him +4 to resolve because he definitely needs more resolve. We could do the +3 to hit points. Also, the +3 to range defense is probably pretty good for him too. We will go ahead and give him gifted also, and just pump up the range. Give him a +4 to hit points and +4 to resolve. Oh no, you know what? We'll do a +3 to melee defense just because. And I will take the max resolve as well because his resolve is very, very bad. It's 28 after all of those levels put into him so far. Appreciate you. We finally got a release date for the Fife and Wartails. Did we? Did we get a release date on that? What are we looking like? Do I want to know? Do I want to know? You know what? This is going to pull up my Steam right for everybody. Yeah, that's fine. Wartails. The release date is September 25th? Okay, that's not terrible. We can definitely do that. I can handle September 25th. That's doable. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look-see here. We've got Randolph Thorhelm, Mattis, Rabe, Sir Starkwart, Gebhard, and Rolf. We're not going to hire anybody. We don't need to hire anybody. We will gladly take a look at this caravan, and we're just going to go ahead and accept it, regardless of what happens. $492 for selling this incense. Don't mind if I do. Probably should have double-checked for some better sell prices, but that's okay. $349 for silverware. I mean, honestly, it's not the best price, but I'm not mad about it either. And this will complete our goal, right? And we're gonna go ahead and sell a bunch of this stuff. 15 is like my borderline. I really don't want to sell a bunch of stuff to 15, but 15 is fair enough. It's like a fair value price, right? I don't want to sell my super high ticket like gear, but if I need to get rid of stuff, 15 is like the minimum level that I'll sell at, right? But this will at least, you know, kind of organize me a bit. These safes are worth a decent amount. I mean, they're the same as short swords now that I think about it, so they're worth okay amounts. But yeah, I'm not gonna sell like my falchion or my scimitar. Ooh, we have a scimitar. That's actually really good. I need to hold on to that. We do have the opportunity to buy some padded leather, which would be a standard upgrade for a lot of our guys. We could also look into buying some basic mail shirts and or leather lamellar armor. So leather lamellar costs about 150 more than a padded leather. Padded leather only gives us 80, whereas 95 for leather lamellar. And then, you know, if you're looking at a basic mail shirt, basically costs a little over double padded leather, and it gives us 115 armor. For the most part, our standard armor that we have right now is around 65. We have one padded leather at 80. We have Ulf and Jost who are in heavier armor, but everyone else is in sub 70 armor. So padded leather would increase everyone's survivability a little bit, but getting a leather lamellar would probably be more beneficial for us, and we can afford buying 2 of them and still hitting enough crowns for us to actually have our goals hit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put both of our flanks from the front line in leather lamellar, and then we will upgrade our backliners accordingly, right? Arnulf, you honestly need to have like some of the best armor that we have. You want to know why? Because you are arguably our best unit, or you have the potential to be our best unit. Is the proper answer saying for that. Okay, boom, we spent 1,000 crowns and we now have ourselves a battle standard. We have completed our ambition. Sell food. I don't want to sell the food. Yeah, I probably should sell some food. We got more food than what we're going to be able to eat. Oh, we have brigands following us. I don't know if they're actually going to follow us. Okay, so we'll sell one of these. We're going to sell that. Yeah, we should be fine there. 219. We're buying the copper. 199 for tools. We are buying the tools as well. We are now poor. Congratulations, everyone. We have become poor. Hit us. Yeah. No. Yes. All right. Before we fight this fight, I shall return shortly. I need to run to the little boy's room. All right, we're back. Okay, I think we'll be okay. We should be okay. All right, give me un momento, por favor. Right, un momento. We're ready. Hope you guys are ready. This is actually not going to be an easy fight. Just wanted to put this out there. We have a few brigand raiders, a brigand marksman, a poacher, and a few thugs. So we are looking at 2 ranged units and about 6 melee units. So we're looking at about a rough estimate of 8. We'll see if I'm right. Damn, I'm good. So, to answer your question real quick, Sean, 15 is my bare minimum for selling, and I use shields. Remember, you use a fully repaired round shield or I don't think it's a Sipar shield, but whatever the desert DLC shield thing is, right? Like, let's take a gander. What is this called? I have none of those are equipped right now, so terrible example. But so we use that as kind of a measure to see what prices are, right? Ideally, 15 is absolute bare minimum. Ideally, I don't want to sell unless it's 19 or higher. You're not going to find 19 or higher very often. You will find 18 and up, 18 and 19s, but 19 or higher is typically where I'm just like, yeah, because that gives you a nice, like, that gives you basically 4% more money. And 4% may not sound like a lot, but 4% on something that's, 200 crowns. Okay, well, that's 8 crowns, right? 4% on, 300 or 400 crowns. Yeah, like extra 16 crowns. That shit adds up. You sell 1,000 crowns worth of stuff, you're getting like an extra 40 or 50 crowns, right? Sell a couple thousand. You've seen how much shit I hold in my inventory sometimes, and we'll make 3,000 or 4,000 crowns. So 3,000 or 4,000 crowns gives you an extra 200 or 300 crowns just for waiting, right? Like, it is a sizable amount. It is definitely worth holding on to. Because an extra 300 or 400 crowns, maybe even more, shit, that's like a cheap, easy contract. That's enough for you to buy literally one of these early game armor pieces that we just bought, right? It's enough for you to hire an early game bro. You're getting a free early game bro, like a free cheap piece of shit farmer. Piece of shit. You shit, that's 2 farmers. We spent less money. We spent half of that for 2 farmers, right? We only spent like 250 crowns on the 2 farmers that we got. And one of them's Arnulf, and Arnulf's he's the man. So you gotta remember that when it comes down to monies, right? A couple extra 100 makes a difference. It really does. A saying that my grandfather used to tell me all the time. All right, we're gonna take a quick gander at some old sayings from old farmers out here in the middle of Kansas. You need to pinch your pennies, because your dollars will take care of themselves. So basically what I got out of that is that you need to make sure that, you're actually minding and saving the little bit here and there, right? You need to, gas is like 5 cents cheaper across the street. Well, you need to go and get your 5 cents cheaper gas kind of thing. Because if you continuously look at those nickels and dimes add up, and before you know it, your dollars, you don't need to worry about the dollars. The dollars are taking care of themselves, as he puts it, because you're looking at the small things, right? And the small things add up. They add up a lot. But yeah, some old Great Depression era farmer sayings for you right there. I'll put it that way. Oh man. Okay. Let's see here. This is going to be a little on the spook side, right? But we're gonna wait. I don't want to move up further than this. I really don't. I do want to bash that guy's head in. Fuck yeah. Oh shit. I was hoping. I was really hoping. But we got a chance. we still have a chance of getting this guy killed before he actually gets to partake in the fight. Especially because he's stunned, right? Like, this guy's stunned. If we can kill him before he gets an attack in, we get his armor like that. I think we got his armor there. That was a 90. That's 90 armor right there. Actually, really good. That sucks. He had a shield breaking spear. They don't have the type of like melee units that are actually high quality. This guy is. This guy is. But the majority of their units, not high quality. We already took out one of their big scary guys before he even got to us, right? We're going to surround this guy. I don't think we're going to have the ability to dagger him down, but we're going to do the best that we can to get a hold of these guys before they can do any too much damage to us. Ideally, we don't lose anybody here. In a perfect world, we don't lose anybody. We most likely will lose probably a unit. Soro may die here. I actually have him positioned terribly. Let's find out. Oh, shit. Oh, that's real bad. They got a good rotation in. That was an excellent rotation on their part. We're about to find out. Does somebody go to meet God here? Or Davkol? Oh shit, Ulf got freaking decimated a little bit there. That's okay. We're still in it. We're still kicking it. All right, cool. This guy is now fleeing. That is amazing for us. That is absolutely beautiful. We ain't done yet though. I kind of want to get this guy completely surrounded if we can. There's not going to be an easy way for us to do that. Soro, I'm sorry, you have terrible melee defensive stats, but I need you to get up here. We're going to push. Sawar, this is probably a terrible idea, but we're sending it, and that kind of paid off. Okay. Both of these guys I want to dagger down, but somebody is actually still here to kill me, and it's this guy. That's the one that I'm more scared of, right? I am going to pull out a dagger with Ulf, and we're going to wait. Arnulf's going to go down here to support Soro. Ivar is also going to come down here to support Soro. I don't need to be putting these guys literally right here, but it is what it is. Jost, give me a good puncture. Thank you. Hilmar, up top. Help flank, please. Arnulf, I should not have put you here. I realize that now. We're going to send it, and hopefully we don't get one shot. Oh, cool. He attacked somebody who I wasn't even worried about. Awesome. It's great. And now this guy's completely surrounded, so we should be fine. I want that bow. I want that bow. Give me the bow. Give me the bow. Beautiful. I did not mean to do that, but that's okay. Give me the bow. Soro, I need you to give me the bow. Give me the bow, Soro. Please. Please. I need the bow. Soro needs that bow, guys. He needs a ranged weapon. Boom. We got the bow. We got 3 levels and we got the bow. Nobody died. Good armor, good helmet, other good helmet. We got the hooked blade. We got the bow. We got all the things. That is awesome. Beautiful. I couldn't have done it better myself because I did it. All right, cool. So we got money. We got levels. And we got some armor. And we need to repair our shit. And that's basically everything, right? We got a 110 worn mail shirt. Kind of sad we didn't get the other armor, because I could have swore we were going to get a second piece of armor, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. 110 worn mail is definitely pretty good, because, you know, that's even better than the armor that we just bought. Like, not mad about that at all, right? We're doing good. Doing good. That shield's called an Adgarda shield, by the way. The thing that I was talking about, you know, 5 minutes ago that I kind of, you know, forgot about. Sour. Give me the +3. We are, bro. Okay, we're gonna take the mid roll on resolve, because we have to, right? We have to take that. I'm not taking minimum rolls here. I'm not taking minimum rolls. Ooh, I could definitely take a max roll on initiative, though. A max roll on initiative and skipping, yeah, that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a max roll on melee, max roll on this, and I will take the max roll on range defense. Okay, and we will give him a student. He should survive most dangerous situations, but we'll find out. Hilmar, what are we looking like here? +2, I'm okay with that. A +4 to resolve to help patch that up. I'm perfectly okay with that. You are not getting any more fatigue. Absolutely no more fatigue. But I will give you an extra boost to your initiative, because that's going to be massive for you, because I have a feeling we're going to turn you into a dodge guy. All right, Arnulf. I would have appreciated it more if this was a +4, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad, just disappointed. But I will say, +3 to melee defense, excellent roll. That was a max roll. We're always going to get a +4 to resolve, right? Let's just take a look at this real quick. Minimum. That is a maximum, right? But I don't foresee us putting dodge on him, just so everyone's clear. But we are going to patch up his resolve right now while we can. We're going to continue to work on that resolve a little bit, because it's definitely subpar. It's not good. Definitely not good. And we're going to keep our guys that have super low resolve in our back line for the time being until we get their resolve patched up, because frontliners really need to have at least 50, if not 60 resolve, and like our tanks need to have like 70. And then your bannerman needs a lot too, but yeah. Okay, company strength to a dozen men, lots of crowns. Between trading towns, earn a fortune. Okay, buy and sell 25 items of trading goods. That takes a while. We need a sergeant. Okay, and then set aside skirmishes. Win a battle against 12 or more enemies. You know what? Hire. Get up to 12 men. That's easily doable. You only need 3 more people. Only need 3 more people. We have another caravan mission. Okay, about 40 to the northwest. You know what? That's perfect. That gives us a lot of money, right? We're going to be covering all of our expenses for the most part. The only thing that we do need to take a look at is we need to make sure that we have enough tools and supplies. We're going to be getting 1,000 crowns once we get up there, though. As you walk along the road, a throng of ragged-looking men speed past you. Clear off the path and jump down into an embankment and hide behind a wall of bushes. With the shrubbery still swaying, another group of men soon appears. Before the first man even speaks, you already know what's coming. Apparently, some laborers had agreed in union to abandon a project over what the pursuing. We haven't seen anyone around these parts. With your finger still pointing the wrong way, the overseers take off. Their angry barking fades into the distance. When they are gone, the laborers slowly emerge. They appear rather surprised that a sellsword didn't sell word of them in the bushes. One by one, they take off their hats and bless you for your mercy. One even calls it justice, a strange word in a mercenary's ear. When most of them make off, one man stands idly by. He asks if maybe he can join your company if, you know, you got room for him. Yep. Cool. Welcome. You are a refugee. You have terrible. Well, I wouldn't say terrible, but you don't have good talent points. You don't have any good stars, but you know, we can make something work, right? We can get something to work here. All right, Arnulf, we're upgrading your armor piece a bit. Yeah, I don't want to give you the full one, actually. We will give Gerlach that upgrade. We'll give this to you. Okay. Sorrow, I don't think we're at the point yet where we can give you a ranged weapon. We're getting pretty close, though. Actually, you know what? We're at 55. That's close enough. Sorrow, congratulations. You now have your bow. Hilmar, nope. Well, yeah, we could give you. Yeah, we'll give Hilmar something here. Ivar the Giant still back here. Arnulf still, or Burn Fried runs far. It's an interesting name for sure. Okay, Ivar, we'll give you the slight upgrade here. Sorrow, you'll get a slight upgrade, and then we'll give Burn Fried, you know, this little piece of gear. We are going to be giving the OG. What is this? 140. That's 125. We'll give Jost that. God, Ulf, you are ugly. Ulf is hideous, absolutely hideous, dude. And we'll give you the 60 armor. Yeah, we'll give you Burn Fried. You'll get a 60 armor. And honestly, we don't have anyone else with spears really, but we'll go ahead and give you a spear and a shield because that is going to help you out on the flank. Hartwig, I need to get you back out here, but honestly, my guy, you're still injured. You gotta wait. You gotta wait a little bit. How far do we need to go? Because we're heading north. Oh yeah, this is actually exactly where we need to go. How many days of crowns do we have? 8 more days. That's fine. And we're at 10 people. We just need to hire 2 more. And then we will hit our task award, right? A requirement for our task. I really wish we could have stopped at Himmelstadt because that would have been a really good spot for us to sell our copper at, because we do have some copper trade goods, right? Let's not forget that. But as we go up here on the road, we will take a look-see here at Thurn. We'll see if, you know, we can sell anything here for a profit. We just have to be very careful on our timing like this. And this is how you're able to stop by towns while you're, you know, mid-march on caravans, especially. We do not have good prices here, by the way. We are terrible at prices. We just need to make sure that we have enough supplies to actually get to where we need to go. And we're also going to get rid of this stuff that's like super cheap and super non-valuable, just to make sure that we have room. We could hire 2 more people just to finish our thing, but I'm going to opt against that. Realistically, we don't have enough gear to really gear anybody if we do hire people, right? So what's going to end up happening is we'll have 2 guys that are either naked, right, and they're going to be useless in battle, and all we're going to be doing is paying them, or we're going to have 2 people that are going to be essentially cannon fodder, and, you know, we'll just throw them out there and they'll die. And, you know, that's not necessarily good for morale either. We do have a ways to go here, and we will take a look-see at what we got up here once we get here. Ooh, shit. We're going to hit that right in the middle of the night, aren't we? Yeah, we're in the middle of the night. We can't check. Got ambush, trade routes, rebuilding effort, and raided. So, oh, the prestige and renown of the Forsaken's growing. Everywhere you go, people are looking to join and not just sell swords, but followers who may be of other use. We can take a look at our retinue now, which would be really cool. I do enjoy retinues and building them out, but we only have 500 crowns. It's not enough for us to actually do anything. 10 barbarians, kind of spooky. Don't particularly want to fight them, but we do have 10 units. And we can put you out on the flank. We are now at a roster of 10, and we have a ranged unit. So that will be beneficial, but we're not going to be, you know, doing a ton of work with, you know, those ranged units. Okay, we're going to sell all of our food because it's just going to expire worthless. We are getting fed currently, so that's good news. I'm not going to worry about anything else here. We are just actively running out of crowns, bleeding crowns a little bit here. We're going to be fighting 8. That works for me. It's at night, so their throwing weapons should not be as much of a pain in the ass for us. And the cool thing about barbarians is they do not have much armor. The bad news is they typically double hand their weapons, and they do a lot of damage to your flesh. They have a lot of cleavers, and they have a lot of piercing, spooky throwing weapons, right? You know what? We're just going to end this round. Uh-oh. All right, let's see here. 65 or 65. They're both 65. Let's go for this one. Oh, yeah, that was a good hit. Oh, yeah, that was a good kill. We'll wait on Sawar for stun here. We got a stun. Good, good. Got a good kill there, too, with Gerlach. Another kill there with awesome. We're doing really good. All right. Wait for them to come to us. Hilmar's doing a lot of work up there, I will say that. But this is what happens when no one has any armor. You're able to take these guys out pretty well. And since we have some decent starting armors, because we went to the desert and took them out early, like that's kind of like the purpose of why we chose to go in the order that we did. Right? All right, we're going to see if they're going to run away or if they're going to fight us still. Yep, they're done. In the round, it's over. That was a very, very easy round. I don't think any of our units, even the caravan hands, died. Oh, sweet. We got a little bit of food, right? We got some goodies. Like, that's definitely not terrible. I'm perfectly fine with getting paid a little bit extra for every fight, because we're not getting paid per head, right? We're just getting a flat rate. But I'm perfectly okay with that. And we're going to stop over here at Coppingen. And, you know, see if there's anything that we can get a hold of. Oh, 246. There we go. That is a good prices on that, since we bought these for a like 190 or 219 or something like that, right? And we sold them for 246. So we did turn a profit. 237 is good enough for me on that. We're going to go ahead and just get rid of the antlers. Get rid of the regular cleavers as well. We don't need those. We are going to hold on to the bear head piece because it's decent. Everything else we should be okay holding on to. Anyone here that we can hire? There are a couple that we can hire, right? And honestly, it may be worthwhile hiring one or two of them just so we can hit our ambition. But let's go to the city that we are supposed to go to, which is a large town. So we'll actually see what we can do here. Realistically, I definitely should have held on to my trade goods until we got here. I didn't realize we were going to a citadel. This is going to have better sell prices for us. So that is a oopsie daisy on my part, but it is what it is. But hey, we just got 1,000 crowns. There's going to be a lot of people here that we can hire, right? We got some caravan hands. We got a grave robber. Oh, I love grave diggers, not grave robbers. We do have a couple of squires, caravan hand, a couple of shepherds. I don't know why shepherds cost that much. It seems just a little outlandish to me. Let's take a look at the marketplace. 220 for tools and supplies. It's not terrible. We could definitely use a little bit of food as well. We'll buy 1 unit of tools. We do need that. 14 on our sell price is actually about where everything else was. Any legendary armor? No legendary armor. Any legendary weapons? No legendary weapons. I am actually kind of surprised about that. A two-handed flail, a standard two-handed flail versus the two-handed wooden flail. 30 to 60 versus, 45 to 90. That 45 to 90 is pretty nice. I wouldn't mind getting a hold of something like that. Getting a hold of a really nice weapon upgrade always makes you feel like good inside, right? But I don't want to spend our entire cash stack on a single weapon. That just seems like a bad idea, because it typically is a bad idea. I would much rather do a bunch of gradual upgrades to our units than do one massive upgrade for a single unit. And once I'm going back through all of these, right, I'm just double checking. The leather armor here is pretty cheap. Padded leather is also fairly cheap. The issue is that, 95... Sorry about that. The issue is that 95 base armor at this point, right? That's only going to be upgrades for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for half of our people, right? And they're not going to be incredible upgrades. Our lowest armored individual is this guy right here. He has 55 chest armor, right? So I can warrant it for, you know, 1 or 2 people, but here's the issue, right? I would be directly buying an upgrade for my backline, and buying a direct upgrade for my backline is something that I personally don't like doing unless it's specifically for a weapon. Because my backline, I like to give my hand-me-downs to. My frontline are the guys that I upgrade, right? And that's when I'm like, okay, well, my 2-handers get the heavier armor because they need the extra protection because they don't have the bonus defenses of a shield, right? Shield guys are second priority for armor because they are my main tanks. They are the ones that hold down the flanks, and we got to make sure that they can stay alive and, you know, just absorb the RNG rolls towards them. After those guys, then I go and I look and I'm like, okay, who are my high priority guys I have in the back that I plan on keeping forever, that I really want, that are either units that are going to be transitioning to being frontliners, and I'm just keeping them in the back line to keep them safe, like Arnulf. Arnulf is my next highest priority of keeping safe after my frontline, because my frontline, if my frontline collapses, then, you know, Arnulf's going to die. So if I put my heaviest armor on Arnulf, well, 1, he doesn't have the stats to really make use of it that good, and putting all the best armor on Arnulf just because he's got the highest potential isn't always the best thing, because that armor will be better off on units that can already make use of the stats a little bit better. And so he would be my next priority. So priority 1, these 2-handers. Priority 2 would be our shield boys up front. Priority 3 is Arnulf, or anyone in the back line that is a high priority potential unit. And then I go to my flank. And after my flanks, like my 2 spearmen here, which am typically my flank guys, these guys are also kind of like cannon fodder that I just throw there until the front line can absorb and, you know, and kind of bail them out. And if my front line's too busy, then that's when the pole arms come out and like help out a bit more. And then the rest of the guys that have pole arms, like Hilmar, I really don't care about Hilmar. Hilmar will be useful eventually, but right now he's kind of just whatever. And eventually we'll get him built up to where, you know, he'll have dodge and he'll have some decent stats, and then we can throw a shield on him or do whatever with. But Gerlach up here. Let's get you squared away. We're going to take the medium rolls here. Not great or anything like that, but it is what it is. We already have a +5 on resolve at this point, so he doesn't need more resolve. That is something that I will say at this point. I don't believe Gerlach has dodge. That is actually accurate. We are going to give him rotation. Rotation is a very valuable perk. Always recommend having it. And we are just going to bump up all of his defensive stats at this point. And next up, we're going to start punting points into HP. HP is going to be his next big thing beyond defenses. And then when he levels up next time, we'll be giving him underdog. We'll give him underdog, followed by Battleforge, and then maybe Brawny. Maybe Brawny. I don't know. Kind of don't care. We'll go from there. That's essentially what we're going to be doing. Okay, let's see here. And I know I just went on a really long-winded like explanation there, but that's basically like the prioritization level of when I give upgrades to people, right? And that's like the method behind my madness. My madness is a special kind of madness. It's mine, and you guys don't have to partake in my madness. My madness is mine. If you want to partake in your own madness or somebody else's madness, feel free to. I am not claiming to have the best madness out there. It's just mine. It's the way I like to operate, right? Okay, so these guys have actual armor. This is all right. They got some of the northern warhounds. So they're not war dogs, they're war hounds. A little bit of a difference. But we should still be able to do what we need to do. Especially if Soro could actually hit his fucking shots. I will say that. I will say that. Okay, we're gonna take one step down, go for a hit on the head. Please hit the head. Not the head. That's okay. All right, another hound down. Good, good. We're gonna drop our hound right on top of this guy. It's gonna make him have to swap weapons. Good kill. Burn fried. Come up here for a spear wall. I'm gonna take a step forward here. This guy's running, but that's fine. Okay. Oh my god. How are we missing 70s? Come on now, guys. Alright. Go for the kill here. We got it. That works for me. Kill on him. Push up a little bit. We did get the kill there. Pushing up. Getting a couple of hits in. We're going to hold off on Burn Fried here. Dog's gonna die. Nope, dog's not dead. Surprisingly. These guys are all running instead. Okay. We're gonna take a couple steps up and get this guy to start running, which is fine by me. Take a couple more steps up. Alright, and we're gonna let them go. We don't need to finish the fight. Let them run. There's only like 2 of them left. We did get some XP. We got some food. Got a little bit of gold. We didn't get much. We did get some silverware or something like that, though. So that's worthwhile, right? Got us a little bit of stuff, but not a ton of stuff. Hilmar actually rolled really well on melee skill. Did not roll the best on anything else. We will pump up his resolve, and we are going to give him a +3 to initiative. We're going to go ahead and give him gifted as well. Pump up melee and give him his melee defense bonus that he really needs. And we're also going to be taking a max roll in initiative. So now his initiative. So because he is impatient. Oh, it's only impatient. I thought this was quick, honestly. But that's fine. Giving him more initiative is going to be really beneficial because then we'll be able to give him dodge. Now, he's not going to get the most out of dodge in comparison to someone who's actually built for it. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm really not liking Arnulf's defensive rolls. They're kind of pissing me off right now. The good news is we can take a +4 to range defense because that is a max roll, and then we can grab gifted, and then we'll get the +3 to melee, both attack and defense. We are not going to do anything for range defense here, right? And what we could do, because he already has 70 HP, like that's a solid amount. With Colossus, he'll be fine. Maximum fatigue, he's already fine. We don't need to worry about that. We do need to patch up resolve, and he will always get a +4 to resolve, right? Honestly, +5 to initiative, not the end of the world. It's not gonna be awful. I don't believe we'll be giving him dodge though, so that's like the other thing. Is the only time you really want to give somebody dodge if they're gonna be wearing heavier armor and make like a dodge forge is if you know that their max fatigue is going to be 20 points less than their initiative, and that's not the case. I would have to pump like 8 max rolls into initiative to even get him to where we need to be, right? So I don't believe that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to be a viable option for us. What we are going to do is we are going to pump up resolve because he will be a frontliner. He does need all the help he can get with resolve. But Arnulf is slowly getting to the point now where we're getting pretty decent here. After the battle is over, you find Burn Fried Runsfar on his knees, his body swaying back and forth. There's not a soul out here who isn't scared, my dude. Get the bonus resolve. By the way, select that one and you will give everyone a bonus resolve roll of like an extra 1 or 2 instead of, you know, not giving them a bonus for resolve. So Be nice to your people. Do we have anyone here that I want to hire? I know I was just looking here as well, but I kind of wanted to check. Why are you at 4? Okay, it's because of the... okay. That makes sense. I understand. I don't like it, though. We're not going to spend that much money on these guys. And we're only getting, what, 14 for here? Yeah, we're running. We're going to a different town. We're going to go over to Copingen and see if they have any work for us. We do need to recruit 2 more people, as a reminder, for us to hit our ambition, right? And that's going to be very important for us. So that's something that I want to get done before the end of the stream, right? We are hitting day 31. Kept 61 for more food. We could potentially look into that. Not terribly worried about it, though. You know what? We're going to go ahead and hire our labor and the merchant guy. And we're going to go ahead and just look at what we need to do for a delivery. And Salzburg, 2 days to the southwest. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. It gets us out of here anyway. And that's, you know, kind of the direction we were planning on going. So we were planning on going west. Didn't have to be southwest, but we were definitely... Where is Salzburg? Oh, dude, that's so far away. That's fine. Incredibly far away, though. Okay, so we're going to go down to Steinberg. We're going to cut our way around. Werner Quickmind and Ulfert the Snake. Both of these guys do not have the best talent points or anything like that. We're kind of just going to have them up here on our flanks and, you know, see what happens. We're going to give them some double-handed spears. Give them some basic rag armor, essentially, and kind of let them just do what they do. We'll see how it goes. They will either survive or they won't. But, yeah, they're just going to be out here to try and divvy up incoming damage. That is their purpose. If they continue to survive, I will continue to beef up their stats, and they will eventually become standard frontliners. But until right now, I mean, until then, they are essentially just going to be, you know, extra cannon fodder. Okay, we have mustering troops. Order has been given to muster troops for service in the settlement. Equipment and recruits are in short supply, but a quick crown can be made by selling arms and armor here. Well, not much of a quick crown can be made here, especially, well, I mean, you know what? That event did give us a 17 for sell price. That is fairly decent. We will go ahead and we are going to sell some of our basic arms and whatnot here, because that is a pretty decent sell price. We don't plan on using a lot of these things, but yeah, and we are going to buy some more food. We do need that. Not much in the name of troops. We do have plenty of dogs that we can buy. We're going to buy 3 of them, because we are slowly but surely running out of dogs. Welcome to the ranks of cannon fodder. You're goddamn right. Exactly what's going on here. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You are here. And ooh, I dropped my phone out of my pocket. That was loud. I wonder if something broke. Let's find out. No, nothing broke. No broken thingies here. Okay, so what the fuck is this formation? Why are you back here? What are you doing? What? Ooh. That's fine. You guys want to come fight me on freaking actual land and you all are going to be in the water? I do not care. If that's how we're playing this, come at me, bro. This is not the flex you think it's going to be. This is really, really good for me. So, yeah, come at me. Zero fucks given. 0 fucks given. Come at me, bro. Okay. You can stay right there. That is fine. Jost, I'm going to have you right here. Keep you right here. There is a tree. That is good. You can stay there. We'll keep you there. You need to make your way this way. You need to, you can stay there, that's fine. And we'll move you up. Oh, a person. That's not good. Hilmar, you are surprisingly dangerous with that frickin' pole hammer, dude. I will say that. Surprisingly dangerous. Genuinely impressed with how viable you are with that. I am not used to that level of, you know, I'm gonna fuck you up, right? You know what? We're gonna rotate Ivar in and we're gonna go for it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. All right, cool. Let's see if we can go for a kill. Hey, good job, Soro. Proud of you, buddy. Oh, you got 2 hits in a row. Oh shit, that guy's got a metal crossbow. That's actually really spooky. I don't like that at all. We'll get up here into the plashy grass, kind of get ourselves a little bit situated here. I do want... I really want to take a step up here, but I can't. Right? Ulf doesn't have the movement to actually move up here and then get a swing in. He really doesn't. So, what I am going to do is we're going to drop the dog. We just got the dog. Hopefully the dog does well. Hopefully. We'll find out. Send forth a couple of our hounds. Realistically, we need to push to help them out, so I am going to send Gerlach up here. Drop another dog. Ooh, that was a good hit. I do know that there's a heavy armor boy that's over here, right? That's something we got to be mindful of. Good, we got a kill. Thanks, I try. 17 sell, rebuy 130. That's some markup. Exactly, right? You are never getting a good deal, by the way, when you buy or sell. You are always getting ripped off. That is how this game works. It's like, oh, you want this? Cool. You're going to have to pay for it. Yep, that was a bad idea. Ulfert the snake over here getting completely freaking foobarred. Oh, we'll see how it goes. You know, I kind of want to see if we can get a ooh, that hurt. Kind of want to see if we can dagger down 1 or 2 of these units and get some slightly better armor, but I also don't want to risk that right now. Ooh, that also hurt. We will have to take a look at it once this guy that's over here gets closer to us, right? Don't swing. Oh, thank God. I guess maybe we do want him to swing like that, right? Because he has worse accuracy that way, but That always terrifies me a little bit whenever I see a round swing. Okay, cool. This guy does have some pretty decent armor, which is exactly what we want. And Werner does not have any good armor. Or, I mean, not armor, but like a dagger or anything like that. And I do hope that we can get like a nice pierce, but I doubt it. We'll just see what happens. Okay, well, we got a good hit in. So his body armor is pretty much fucked. This guy's body armor is fucked. I mean, kind of is what it is at this point, but we'll just see how it goes. Our dogs are doing dog things right now. Unfortunately, the crossbowman managed to swap his weapon out, so we're not going to get the crossbow, most likely. The metal crossbow, that is. Metal crossbow is the one that you really want, because that's like the best one. We may still get this guy's helmet, actually. Potentially. I don't know. We just crushed his helmet in, so maybe not. About to find out. All right, and we'll see what this guy does. He's running away. Oh yeah, he's running away. Oh yeah, he's running away. Okay, and dogs should chase this guy down and take him out. I mean, they're just mauling him. There we go. That one's down. And I'm not sure if our archer goes first or if their archer goes first. Looks like they do. And that's it. It's over. What did we get? What loot did we get? Nobody died. Oh, we did get the metal crossbow. Awesome. And we got one of the patch mail shirts. We got a nasal helmet. Awesome. All things considered, I'm happy with that. We got a hand axe. We got a couple of the big woodsman axes. We got a kite shield. That's pretty good. 2035 inflation prices, that is. Bro, I know, right? You're just like, man, kind of wild. Okay. I really don't like taking medium rolls, but I have to take medium rolls sometimes because medium rolls are better than min rolls, and that's just how that is, right? Okay. We did get a max roll, but that's because that's all he can do for those. We are going to grab gifted real quick, and we are going to grab as many of the max rolls as we can here. Obviously, they're all maxed. I do need to patch up his HP as well as his resolve. We are going to go for HP right now. HP is a very, very important one for all units. Obviously, when you run out, the unit's dead. He is a survivor, but that doesn't mean that his HP pool needs to be ignored by any means. We also have, Burn Fried actually got a level up here. So, ooh, he rolled max there. What else do we got? You know what? We can definitely make some use out of his initiative as well, right? And we need to patch up his resolve. 100% patch that up. We can definitely put something into Colossus. We're going to grab student, though. We're kind of at the point now where we're established enough that we can start just grabbing student on basically everyone and kind of let that be the norm. Soro, we need to continuously patch up your resolve. That's just how that's going to work. I would love to give you another +3 into melee skill, but a +3 into melee defense. Since you're an archer, I mean, you don't really need more melee skill. You honestly don't need a lot of melee defense either, but 2 max rolls. I think the pumping up your melee defense just in the off chance you do get got will be very beneficial for you. Okay, we do have, you know what, we're gonna give you quick hands. No, yeah, okay, either quick hands, bags and belts, or pathfinder. I'm thinking for the time being we're gonna give you we're actually going to give you relentless. Relentless feels kind of weird, but I trust me, it's worthwhile. Heartwig, God, you rolled not well. That's okay. We'll give you the +4 to hit points. We will give you the +2 to melee skill. You don't need anything for your resolve because you're already at 50 and you're just a flank support. We will give you honestly, we'll give you the +5 to initiative. That's going to be fairly viable for you, especially since, you know, maimed foot. Ooh, shit. I should not have done that. I should have paid attention. That reduces your initiative. Wow. Okay. That was a terrible idea. That's okay. We'll be fine. Our 2 flank guys are obviously a little boogered up, and we're going to go ahead and just flag a bunch of stuff for repair. Who could use a new dagger? Ulf, you're at 59, you're at 63, you're at 57. Arnulf, honestly, at this point, at 60. I'm getting there. Arnulf's almost to the point where he's going to be in the front line. He's almost there, I will say that. He's getting pretty freaking close. All right, let's see here. We do have the upgrade at crossbow with 40 to 60 versus 40 to 60 here. This is just much better at armor piercing, and honestly, that's why we're going to use it. We will keep the hunting bow though, because I don't think we bought the hunting bow. I'm pretty sure we looted it, so it's free. We're going to obviously keep it then. Let's see here. Ivar, we're going to give you the upgrade. Yeah. We'll give Ivar the giant the upgrade here. Which frees us up. Hilmar is actually starting to come in pretty clutch. I'm not gonna lie, he's been doing a lot of damage, so we'll give Hilmar a bit of an upgrade. Burnfried, you're kind of fine. Hartwig, you are what you are. Honestly, we're gonna hold on to the rest of our gear. We're not gonna divvy that out. I kind of want to hold on to it just in the off chance we get a hold of some better units, because our kind of frontliner flankers are just not that good. They're just not that good. When it comes to fatigue resolve, is there an ideal range to have, or does it depend on the build? It always depends on the build. Every single stat that you are looking for always depends on the build. Always depends on the build. The only stat that I will say you don't need to, that will be the only stat that I think you really don't need to worry about when it comes down to your builds. There's 2, okay? And one's HP. HP, you always want it to be like 60. You want it to be base 60, and then give them Colossus, essentially. If it's a tank, you need to give them more. If it's a nimble tank unit, you need to give them a lot more, right? Overall, okay, Cook Scouts renown will increase. We need to hit recognize to unlock the first slot for non-combat follower. And let's take a look at our retinue anyway. Oh, look, everyone's too expensive. But yeah, let's just look at stats real quick, right? Every unit has viable stats, right? There's always going to be stats that are more important to one unit versus another, but really it always depends on the build, or rather the role, right? Build / role, they're both interchangeable to an extent and also not interchangeable. Your role defines your build, but and your build also can define your role. And some people will be better at certain things than others. That's just how this goes. That's why there's ranges of the way stats get rolled when you first get them. A necromancer, a plethora of wider gangers, and many. No, we're not doing that. that can fuck right off. We have some undead up here that are marching around somewhere. But yeah, so let's say you have someone that has really high HP, really high initiative, and really high melee attack, right? Those are the types of guys that you would build into a nimble dodge tank build, and you would get them dodge. You would make them like a frontline dodger, and that's essentially how that would work. Now, let's say you have someone on the opposite end of that, where they have a shit ton of fatigue, basically no initiative, and a shit ton of melee defense, right? Well, those are the guys that you basically give a shield, as well as whatever weapon and some heavy armor, and you basically say, hey, soak up damage, you're a tank. That's kind of how that works. Do your tanks, your tanks will be soaking up a lot of damage. They're going to be constantly getting flanked. So your tanks need to have high resolve so they can actually take those resolve hits, or those morale checks, and not lose those. Once morale checks start hitting, they accrue quickly, due to how the nature of morale checks work. Oh, follow the track. Yeah. I don't even remember grabbing that, picking up that quest, but that's fine. But what a resolve check does, right? When it's all said and done, is you are rolling a die to check and see if your resolve level falls, your morale level falls. And if your morale level falls, you take a debuff to your stats. Okay. And the excuse me. I don't know why I'm still coughing. It's kind of getting annoying to me. But essentially the debuff, it's going to vary, right? And every stage, like let's say you're confident, you get it's like a bonus of plus a 5% bonus to all your stats, or it's a 10% bonus to all your stats, essentially, right? But if you're not confident and you lose that, well, then all of your stats just took a 10% debuff, right? And they're back to normal. And then let's say you go from, and this will be a really good example of this too. Right now, everyone's stats are flat, right? We have 59 melee skill on Hilmar here, and like all of his stats are just they are what they are, and he's content, right? He doesn't have any bonuses. Whereas Ulfert over here, right? Let's go take a look at Ulfert real quick. Ulfert is confident. He gets 10% bonuses to all of his stats, so he now has 50 melee skill. He has 23 melee defense and 34 range defense, right? So he gets bonus to melee skill, range skill, melee defense, range defense. That means he is 10% less likely to take damage. He is 10% more likely to deal damage. Okay, cool. So let's say he takes a morale hit and he is no longer confident and he goes back to normal. Well, now he is 10% less likely to deal damage and 10% more likely to take damage. Let's say if he goes from just standard to wavering, then it's another hit and he's less likely to do damage and more likely to take more damage, and it keeps going, it compounds, right? That is why resolve is so big, especially on your tanks, because once your tanks start taking damage, and if their resolve goes down, they're going to continue taking damage, and they're not going to tank. They just die, they'll crumple, right? That's how that works. That's why you see me focusing on people to try and trigger resolve checks and focus fire, because when someone dies next to you, that's a resolve check. Like, it's all about resolve checks. This map is fucking insane. What in the actual fuck is this? Oh my god. Okay, Ulfert, we're gonna get you up here. This is gross. Absolutely gross. I do not like this at all. But we need to get our guys at least moved into a position where we can, try and fight. Looks like they're going to be on the defensive for the time being. I need to get Soro up top. If I can manage to get Soro up here somehow. Oh, there is no somehow. That is easy. Easy. Okay, cool. 55, go for it. Oh, damn. That would have been so fucking cool. Okay, we need to look down. Cool. Get Arnulf there. Get Jost up here. And we'll get Ulf over here. That's fine. I'm not gonna lie. I think I need to move these guys this way, and I think we just need to push this way as best we can. I think that's the play. And keep Sorrow up top. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Move everyone here down, right? Hey, if they want to push this way, it's fine. I'm okay with that. I just need them to rotate over, because we'll have the high ground at this point. Ouch. Oh. Oh, okay. The stats build can go deep into the mechanics and a bit hard at times, difficult to follow what you're doing. X stat points, thanks to your explaining. Yeah, and sorry if it gets hard to follow while I'm explaining stuff too. By all means, just feel free to ask questions, and if I need to clarify something, just ask, and I'll do the best I can without making it more confusing. But obviously, I can definitely make it more confusing too. So, and if I do make it more confusing, I'm sorry. You know what? We'll do this. Go for the smack. We did get the smack. Hell yeah. And then we're gonna move right on up here. And we are gonna. Oh, this guy's got no head armor. Oh fuck. Damn. I was trying for the decap. The decapitation would have been dope. All right. We have a decent front line here. We got a couple of guys here that can help support. We should be fine at this point. I'm gonna hold off on sending our dogs out though. We're gonna move down here. I need to see how these guys behave. $58, go for it. Oh my god, Sorrow, I need you to start hitting some shots, homie. I got you a new toy, and you don't even know how to fucking use it. Good god. No, I should not have waited there. That's okay. That's okay. We got the kill still. That's fine. Please, I wish a motherfucker would try. Try and flank me. See what happens. I dare you. I dare you. We actually got a really good defensible position here with how this is going, right? We're holding a choke point here. Since we have the high ground, they either have to attack us where we have the high ground, or they have to hit us point blank where they can't flank because we have a 3 high versus a 1 high. And you cannot go directly up 2 high. That's how that works. So we are essentially just going to continuously beat the shit out of these guys as they come towards us, and I am here for it. Beautiful headshot, Sorrow. Thank you. Oh shit, he's got javelins. That's spooky. That's a good kill. We are not pushing yet. I need to see how they behave. I want them to get closer. I need them to get closer. Ouch. They're gonna run out of throwing axes here in a second, and then they're gonna start pushing us. We just gotta hold the line. We literally just have to hold the line. We're gonna continuously shoot the shit out of these guys in the meantime. That's how this works. This is how you win battles. You find a good defensible position and you fucking hold the position. And if they start to run, you can choose to send out dogs. Or you can send, you know, your troops forward, right? You're welcome. I'm getting better, bro. It's only been taking you literally all stream for you to actually start hitting shots, and even then, you still miss constantly. Like that. All right, we're about to send it. We're gonna start pushing. These guys are not gonna have much of a chance of actually getting past us here, so. We'll send some people out to help with flanks and make sure we're assisting our main guys that we're shoving with, right? Send a dog out. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Ooh, Ulfert. I may have fucked up a little bit here, homie. Ha ha ha. Drop a dog, have the dog go do dog things. Profit. Okay, let's see here. Go down. Right there works. And we miss. Good kill. Move up. Decap. Nope. This guy's got a war spear. I want all the gear at this point. It's all going to be mine. I want it all. All of it. All of it. Oh no, we're not ending the round. I lied. Yeah, I kind of knew that wasn't gonna hit, but you know what? I fucking tried anyway. It was kind of worth the shot, but. Okay. Everybody died on their side. No one died on ours. We got some armor. We got some weapons. I mean, all in all, it was a good fight. I have low range attack. What do you expect? Homie, you've got like 60 now. All right? Like, you should be able to hit better. You have 60 ranged attack, okay? You're working on it. Arnulf, you have 63 melee skill. Thank you. Thank you for not being a complete shitter. You did roll medium, or in middle of the pack of melee defense, though. Wish you had rolled a little bit higher on that, but that's okay. Still working on that resolve. I still need you to hit at least 50 resolve before we put you in the front line. But boy, oh boy, are you getting somewhere. We can definitely give you Colossus right now. We can also give you rotation. Colossus and rotation are both viable. We'll do Colossus because that puts you up to 87 hit points. You are now a beef boy. Beefy boy. Hella beefy boy. Okay, cool. Now we got to return the idle fertility. I forgot that was the reason we were there, honestly. Holy shit, we're going through a ton of provisions. We may actually be in trouble here. We may start starving before we get back. Bunch of undead over here. We got a necromancer and shenanigans going on. Hopefully he's not close enough to actually attack us. Oh, looks like a militia here took off to help. All right, what are we looking like? Nah, we got a little bit of time still. All right, hunt down whatever terrorizes the town. Yeah, it's fine. We can do that. I do need food first and foremost. So food, please, food. Anyone here that I can hire? Yes, but I realized we're at 12. I don't need to hire more people right now. We need to focus on taking care of business. Tools and supplies, only need 2. Ooh, 14 spiders. That's going to be spicy. A plethora of web necks. A plethora, I may say. Once again, we have this fucking horrendous map. But that's okay, because I think this will work out for us. I think this will work out pretty well for us, honestly. We just need to be mindful of how we're choosing to position our guys. That's the big thing, right? We just got to be kind of careful. And you are coming way back here. All right. Let's see if we can get a shot off. Oh, we can definitely get a shot off, but are we going to hit anything? That's the... Okay, yeah, okay. No, that tracks. That tracks, unfortunately. All right, end the round. We're not doing anything. You need a camp follower now? Yeah, if we have money. We don't have the money. So many freaking spiders, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's 17 of them now. It's about to be even more, because they continuously hatch. All right, well, that's one down. Okay, well, that was cool. We're gonna go ahead and just drop a spear wall here. Good hit. That was not a hit. That was a bad thing. See how the dogs do. Hopefully the dogs can help. At least a little bit. Drop another dog. Have them at least attempt to, you know, take care of business here. Need to get Ulford out of this freaking mess. Okay, Ulford is now out. Drop the spear wall. Redrop spear wall here. And wait. Now we're back up to 15. After we took some out. Uh-oh. We are slowly but surely gonna get surrounded here. But as long as the dogs aren't completely... Ooh. You know, we may lose a couple of our flank units. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of to be expected at this point, though, right? Especially fighting spiders. Spiders are really tough to deal with. They are very tough to deal with. Okay. So Hilmar can either attack and, you know, potentially hit one of these guys, or we can potentially 54% chance based off of melee skill to free. Okay, this guy needs to get free, and it worked. Did not work on him. Arnulf can definitely get a hit in here. What is our... We're at 59% free rate for Jost, but let's go for kill instead. That works. Okay, we freed both of those guys up. We did not get Jost out of his predicament, which is unfortunate, but we're definitely working on doing some damage. And Jost is now freed, and honestly, we could start pressing the advantage a little bit, but I'd rather hold our position and see if we can do anything else here, right? Yeah, one of the biggest things right now is we're just trying to absorb the incoming damage and reduce the damage that we're about to take. And if that means that we can't try to break people out, and instead we just need to go for removing damage rolls from the table entirely, that is something that is completely viable and definitely worth doing. Okay, let's see here. We can definitely drop a dog off too. Drop him here. See if that kills it. Nope. That did get low. Low enough for us to take it out that way. And that should be close to the end, right? These guys should start running away because we've been taking them out pretty hard here. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can, release some of these guys. And we're going to move Jost up here and just see what happens. I doubt these guys decide to continue fighting, but we'll see how this plays out. Go ahead and end the round. We are going to try and get some help up here to Jost. You should be fine, but you never know, right? And if you kill the spider sac, it means that it's not going to hatch more spiders. Half the issue, the reason why spiders are such a pain in the ass really boils down to oh, I fucked up there. I should not have ended my turn. I should have tried to free him, but that's okay. Half the issue that we have with spiders is the fact that they continuously replenish, essentially, and not continuously, but there's an amount of eggs on the map, right? That will hatch, and when you have to deal with constant hatching eggs, it's kind of a rough, to say the least. Now, thankfully, spiders do eventually flee. They're not one of those one of the beasts that just is immune to morale checks. So that is the good news. But the bad news is I mean, they really do swarm you down, and then they essentially give you nets, right? They just net you down, and then you get got pretty hard. That's one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of fighting spiders. I don't like spiders in general. I'm fucking terrified of them. Not in game, just in general, spiders. But yeah. The fact that these are also the only mobs that have a moving animation in fucking Battle Brothers that I'm aware of is just also absolutely just stupid. Okay, nobody died. I don't think we even lost any of our dogs, which is pretty cool. But yeah, boom, we did it. We did the thing. We took out a ton of spiders. Look at all the poison glands we have now. We have so many poison glands. And unfortunately, these poison glands are not worth that much. They say they're worth 250, but they're definitely not. Like, if we go here and we look, that's 41. Now, we have a decent amount of them, right? But it's still nowhere near 250. Don't know where they got 250 from. Good God. I wish I got paid 250 per poison gland. Good God. Like, please give me the money. All right. There's nothing else that we can really do here. So we're going to wander off. And I don't want to go to the south too far. We could definitely look towards the Red Eagles Den and see if there's anything down here. Right. We do have a lot of things that we probably need to prepare for. Oh, here we go. We're about to piss a bunch of people off because we have a lot of people. All right, Werner Quickmind or Ulfert the Snake. One of them are getting done. And honestly, I think it is Werner Quickmind. There we go. Soro, Sewar, Arnulf, Hilmar, Burnfried, and Ulfert. They're all very, very upset. A reminder for us all. Let's see how many of our men are going to leave us. Oh shit, Arnulf's pissed too. I really don't want to lose Arnulf, but you know what? It'll be what it be. I hope we don't lose everybody, but if we do, then we do. First things first, we are definitely 100% pulling off everyone's gear. You never know. You never friggin' know. Yeah, that should be fine. What are we doing? You're gonna be two-hand, right? We'll give you a reach advantage, just cause. Hartwig. We may potentially lose a lot of units here, by the way. These guys are very angry at us right now. It is entirely possible that they deserved. Just so everyone's tracking here, this is one of the reasons. This is one of the downfalls of Davkol, is that you cannot choose to not sacrifice people. How many of these guys are gonna leave? That's the question. Because we need to find a tavern and we need to get these motherfuckers drunk like now. And if we don't get them drunk, we gonna have a problem. Is there a tavern up here? Is there a tavern over here? There is a tavern at Himmelstadt. We're gonna see if we can get there before anyone leaves. We're about to find out. Hilmar left. Okay. Hilmar's, dude, that's rough. That is rough. Losing Hilmar sucks. You guys need to get the fuck over this. Get the fuck over it. No, not Arnulf. Shit. How many more are we gonna lose? We lost Hilmar and Arnulf. Arnulf's a big hit. Sewar has left. That is also a big hit. Are we gonna lose Soro too? Are we gonna get to the tavern in time? Give me a bit. Give me time. Give me time. Cool. What happened there with that pop-up? So the thing is that there is a thing, okay? And Davkol, the cultists of Davkol like to sacrifice people to their patron, okay? We are cultists. Cultists are cool. The Acolyte of Davkol. Ivar is now an Acolyte of Davkol. +2 fatigue recovery per turn, +10 resolve. That is pretty freaking sweet. That's basically a built-in Iron Lungs and an extra 10 resolve. On the top of that, he has no morale checks for allies dying or for him getting hit. Okay, these are very good bonuses, and this is just how these works. There is a price to pay every time you hire somebody that is not a cultist, and that is that they will not like the fact that you just sacrificed somebody, and you will get these pop-ups and it'll be like, it's time for us to appease our god, we must sacrifice for Davko. And you make a human sacrifice, and you get to pick and choose between two of your bros who gets sacrificed. So you get rid of the one that you don't like the most, or the one that you like the least, and then you kind of just go from there. It definitely hurts your morale a little bit if you have people that are not cultists. If they're cultists, they don't care. But if they're not cultists, they definitely care. And they're like, oh my god, why would you ever do such a thing? And like, well, you see, we're all insane. And then they're like, yeah, you are insane. And then they run away. But that's basically what's going on. But yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We now have Randolph. He is now a frontliner, and he actually has really good defensive stats as a brawler. I love this. Great job, Randolph. We'll figure it out. The rest of these guys, they're upset, but it's not the end of the world. The fact that we lost Arnulf, though, is absolutely horrifying. Absolutely fucking horrifying. That is terrible, and I am very, very, very much upset about it. But it's not the end of the world. We'll get by. We'll be okay. I'm still upset, but we'll be okay. Okay, so we lost two of our good backliners. We still have Ivar, and Ivar is pretty decent. Right now, everyone's stats are going to look like shit because they're all drunk. Okay, just so everyone's tracking. That's why their stats look bad. It's because they're drunk. So we need to be careful to not fight anything. Going off earlier, Randolph, be a tank build, given his stars. Yeah, basically. Randolph is going to be a melee boy. He's going to be a frontline melee boy. And he's going to be kind of tanky. We're going to kind of beefy. I want to turn him into a beefcake. Big old beefcake. The good news is we got money. The bad news is, as well, we just lost a third of our fighting power and a lot of our DPS. So I'm following along right with what you said. Yeah. So yeah, Randolph is actually better as a frontliner than half the frontliners that we have. He has a higher potential for being a defensive guy. Right now, the reason why I'm not going to turn Randolph into a two-handed guy, even though he would be okay as a two-handed guy, is simply because he doesn't have any stars in melee skill. If these 3 stars were not in range defense, but were instead in melee skill, he'd be perfect for a two-hander. I love that. But he doesn't have that, so it is what it is. Another way to have boosted morale is win an easy fight. Trying to win an easy fight when everyone's super angry at you is not a good idea. But yeah. Or rather, trying to find an easy fight is going to be the issue. Okay, some of these guys are hungover, but the majority of them are sobering up. All right, we should be good. We'll go back into Himmelstadt, see if there's anything, if we got some new cultists or something here. Nope, nobody new to hire. You guys got any work for us? Because I just pissed off everybody. The Date of the Northeast. Okay, what about you? What we got here? Follow the tracks and return the talisman. Yeah, we can do that. We can go return a talisman real quick. Where are the tracks at? Where are the tracks at? It's these ones. It's the darker ones over here. The big old dark ones. 6 thieves. Okay, that's fine. Let's change our formation up a little bit here. Give this guy a helmet. Ooh. We'll be fine. I'm not gonna like it, but we'll be fine. There's only 6 thieves. Shouldn't be terrible. A couple of raiders, a couple of poachers. The good news is that, well, a lot of these guys don't look that scary. The bad news is, as well. Oh shit, dude! I never gave Soro his ammo back. Well, that's unfortunate. You have a single bolt. Make it count. Make it count. I will say that. Make it count. Well, you hit. Congratulations. The good news is a large amount of our frontliners were our initial cultists, so we're not losing the majority of our frontline. The problem is a lot of our backliners were not cultists, so we lost over half of our backline. And our backline was where most of our support came from. The good news is we still have Ivar and Soro, but Soro's not a cultist by any means. And after we end this fight, guys, this will probably be the last fight of the stream. And we'll wrap up from there. Zoro, congratulations. You're going to stand here and watch at this point because I fucked up. Are you guys not going to push me? Are you really going to just make me have to shove? That's awful. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. I do this, I'm going to flank. LOL. That did not go the way I thought it would, but whatever. All right, now we shove. Now we freaking shove. Ouch. All right. Smack, smack. Oh, we missed. That's kind of brutal. Yeah, I saw that one coming. %85 chance. There's a good hit. There's another good hit. There's another good hit. This guy's dead. He just doesn't even know it yet. No, oh my god. It'd be nice if we could actually get some hits in there. All right, we lost one unit. I'm pretty sure he was a new hire, though. I'm not too worried about it. I definitely think we would have had a better time if a... Okay, that was a good hit. I'm trying to get both of these guys lower and resolve right now, as well as like give them some injuries so they don't they're not as scary, right? Okay, cool. Both those guys are dead, therefore not scary. Step forward, kill, move down here. We're good. Push up. This guy's running. We're gonna start piling on this guy. Ouch. That guy should be dead. Cool. I keep dogpiling him, pun intended. Move him all the way up here. Take a step down. Go for a dunk. We got a dunk. He is now stunned. He is dead. Move up and go for the kill. Okay. Burn fried runs far. Now has a broken elbow joint. Okay. We got some decent gear though. Decent gear. You can't wait till you're converted. Hopefully. hopefully you get converted. We need to see. That's the other thing is we really need to be careful how many cultists we hire, and we need to do it slower than what I was doing it. Right. That's realistically what we should have been doing, because that way you can make sure that everyone's converted slowly but surely. But we did not do that. We have a lot of non-cultists. For example, Randolph. I really hope Randolph becomes converted. Soro getting converted would also be very viable, like be very important for us, right? But yeah. All right, we're gonna go return this real quick. And we'll go ahead and grab this contract. Let's see, are there any tools that we can buy? There are tools that we can buy. They're way too expensive, though. So we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. While walking about Himmelstadt, you run into an old man dragging a youthful man. Yeah, sure, we'll take him. Why not? I'll take another guy. Oh, my God. Hey, you are a bannerman, my guy. I hope you don't... I hope you're okay with some human sacrifice, though. I will say that. I hope you're okay with that. I hope he becomes okay with it. Does it turn him into a cultist? I can't remember. Yes, it will. When they get converted, they will become cultists. Everyone will slowly but surely get converted over. There are some backgrounds that will not get converted unless they are like dumb or have brain damage. But a lot of the peasant backgrounds are easily convertible. One of the best ways to keep sword masters and retired soldiers like good and keep them from getting the old event and old trait is to get them converted. So that's important too. But yeah. Okay, we are pretty good now. Do we have any decent like sell prices here? Not really. It's unfortunate. Have any guys we can hire? No. Nope. Okay. All right, guys. That's what we got. Yes, you will not be indentured. Oh, dude, that means I have to pay you once you get converted. That sucks. All right, guys. Anyway, that is all I have for tonight. I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out. We will be back next Friday. Not sure what we're going to play yet. Play by ear. Whatever happens, happens. But I will see you all in a week. Bye. Have a good one.